Hello, and welcome to another episode of Extinct Bricks Originals. And for tonight's episode, we will be featuring our finished Lego customs of Stegosaurus. And here's the closer look.
Everyone, and we're just happy that we are going to make, or we have made, the accurate Stegosaurus, and this is actually one that I have been longing to do for a long time now. Right, so here it is, our Stegosaurus, and actually Evie here is quite excited as well because this one is one of those that we are looking forward, because it's based off from the Creative Beast Studios Cyberzoic Stegosaurus, and here is the photo of that. And I think there are two variants for this one, the one that is this color and also the other one which is more of a peach or orange color. Alright, so let's have a closer look on this one. We will be coming back for some size comparisons. Right, so for this Stegosaurus, as you can see here, the main differences between what I did before and what it is now is that mainly its overall shape and stance. Now, the Stegosaurus before is actually based off from Jurassic World, Jurassic Park franchise, and those have, shorter hind limbs, although this is actually shorter than this one, but in that one it's much more shorter and it's stubbier. Also, this one has a higher set tail, and the set of plates here are quite different as well compared to that, and we'll see that later on in the size comparisons. Now, and so it has several dark stripes to it, starting from the neck going towards the tail, and it has a light tan going on the bottom half of the creature, and the plates are more or less red to black colors with highlighted yellow tan coloration on the bottom of the plates, like you see here. It has, of course, stagomizers over there at the end of the tail. The tail is notably angled downwards, as with the Creative Beast Studios Stegosaurus. And the plates on the neck is quite more prominent as well. In terms of articulation, it has this racket joint on the neck, so it has a ton of articulation in terms of moving the neck and the head. The lower jaw also has articulation, as you can see here. It has this cheek flop that I've included. However, it can actually open its mouth like so, but I wanted it to have that static where it has that cheek flop, and so it has some limitations in articulation in the lower jaw area. The arms, of course, and the legs can move like so, and of course the tail can have some articulation as well, a swivel motion. And that's it. So that's the closer look on our Creative Beast Studios inspired Stegosaurus from Cyberzoic. And I know you guys would like me to have the overall armor, but maybe soon when we have the full release, or the full setup of Cyberzoic Stegosaurus armor, then maybe probably we can include that. But for now, this is the accurate Stegosaurus that I made based off from the Creative Beast Studios Stegosaurus, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let's now move on to the next portion of the video. Alright, so for size comparisons, we have here Evie, and comparing it with our Stegosaurus here and the Cyberzoic Stegosaur. As you see here, it's quite very similar in terms of size. Now we're going to compare our Stegosaur here with the rest of my Stegosaur collection, or the customs that I've made so far here on the channel. And we'll start with the smaller ones, going towards a much larger Stegosaurus. Alright, so first we have the Pteranodon, and here is the Pteranodon, much smaller than our Stegosaurus, and it has this really interesting, I would say, coloration and also back plates to it, because technically those were not plates. They are more like spikes rather than plates to it. So spikes running from the neck going towards the end of the tail. So very peculiar of a what do you call this, of a Stegosaurid. Another smaller creature would be this one. This is called the Stegosaurus. Yeah, and it's actually what do you call this? It's actually a Stegosaurid based off from the coloration of the metal figure, but I added some more details to it so that it looks much more interesting than how it looks like in terms of, you know, species characteristics. So that is the Stegosaurus. Another one, and one of my favorites, is the Kentrosaurus. So the Kentrosaurus is based off from the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and for those of you who have been, you know, in tune with my channel, I have that particular love for that game, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, and if I could, you know, recreate everyone from that line, then I would. Probably I have a few more that I need to do for the Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, such as the Allosaurus, and I think I still would need to do a version of the Acrocanthosaurus and even the Camarasaurus, because the Camarasaurus that I have, although it's very similar to it, it's not very, you know, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, so that's the Kentrosaurus, guys. Let's now move on to much larger Stegosaurus in my line. We have here the recent addition to the family. This is the Hesperosaurus, and yeah, so if you guys haven't seen the video yet on this one, then please check it out. It's one of those that I'm most proud of, because I guess I finally got the hold of how a Stegosaurus would look like in terms of how I would envision it in my customs. This one is the trigger to how I actually made my bigger Stegosaurus, so please check out the video on my Hesperosaurus. And the trigger to how I actually did my Hesperosaurus would be this one. Yeah, so this is the Tujangosaurus. You can probably see that the overall shape is getting there, right? The legs, the arms are much thinner. Here, this is much more higher with the body shape, but this is quite thin. So Stegosaurus are built like a tank. So, but nonetheless, I really love how this one ended up, and I loved how it actually paved way to how I actually did my Hesperosaurus. So the Tujangosaurus, guys, also please check it out. I know the inspiration of the colors would be very similar to the Lego Therizinosaurus, like what I used for the head. But yeah, so still please check out the video on my Tujangosaurus. Now, moving on to my larger Stegosaurus, first we have our Warhosaurus, and this is one of my oldest, you know, creations next to the Stegosaurus, and it's actually based off from the Jurassic World, the game, you know, Warhosaurus. The coloration is just the same. I love how it actually gives that, I don't know, African Jamaican vibe to it because of the colors on the plates and also some colors on the body as well. So this is the Warhosaurus. I would probably make revisions of this one, probably just the add on some plates on the neck area. As you can see, there's none. Make the legs a bit higher. Probably change the what do you call those? The hind foot of this one, and yeah. But yes, this is our Stegosaurus. Next on the line would be the longest of the neck of the Stegosaurus. This is the Miragaya, and again, this is similar to how I did my previous Stegosaurus, and it had sorry Evie, it had shorter limbs here, but it could be much taller than how it is. It had a very long leg and a lot of plates on its back. I can't even imagine how to count it, but when I was counting the what do you call those? The number of foam sheet material that I did, it's almost half a sheet. So yeah, so this is the Miragaya, guys. It's based off from Jurassic World Alive Miragaya. The black, dark brown colors and the gold colors are actually popping. And of course, what else needs to be compared to our new Stegosaurus but the old Stegosaurus? So I have two actually, and this is the first one that I did. Well, actually second. The other one was I think those were sold somehow. But this one is actually Uncle Mike's favorite, and he mentioned that he loved it so much that it's simple and it's sweet and it's actually effective as well. Yeah, so that's the Stegosaurus, guys. I think I have the video on Toy Universe, but I'll be putting in the link of the video on the description box below. That's the Stegosaurus by Extinct Bricks way back. Another would be this big boy, and this is actually my version of the Stegosaurus from the Lost World movie. I just recolored or repainted the plates here because I think it's too green for my taste, and but yeah, so I hope you like this one better now with the new colors on the plates. So let me just show you here the changes that I did. So I just repainted the plates here, but it's actually this. You can still remove the plates here. My new Stegosaurus doesn't have this one, but I was just experimenting back then if I could actually do it, and I did. Although I'm not very happy with the seams, it could be more playable, I guess. But yeah, so that's the Stegosaurus version of the Lost World Jurassic Park. And that's it for the size comparisons, guys. Let's now move on to, and this is Extinct Bricks PC Roll Call, and we have here all of the Stegosaurids that I have here on my channel, and it's quite refreshing to see that they are all together in just one shot, and I'm happy to be probably adding some more. So if you do have other suggestions of other Stegosaurids that you'd like to see here on the channel, those that would be very different from the ones that you see here, then please comment them down below. You can reach me through my Facebook and probably send me pictures of other Stegosaurids that you'd like to see here on the channel. And also, EB here would like to remind you guys that all that you see here is actually available in our Extinct Bricks playlist over here. But you can actually go through all of my videos, not just the playlist. And also, I'll be adding in individual links of all the Stegosaurids here that you'd like, so that you wouldn't have to go through all of the videos that I have already on my channel. Well, let's start with our Extinct Bricks PC roll call, shall we? So we have here our Extinct Bricks The Lost World Stegosaurus. This is my version of the Jurassic World or Jurassic Park Stegosaurus. This is my Extinct Bricks Paratodon, my Extinct Bricks Jurassic World the game, Stegosaurus, my Extinct Bricks Jurassic Park Operation Genesis version of the Kentrosaurus, my Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Mattel version of Stegosaurus, my Extinct Bricks Hesperosaurus, Extinct Bricks Jurassic World Alive, Miragaya, and my Extinct Bricks Tujangosaurus. And of course, the star of the show here, this is my Extinct Bricks version of the Creative Beast Studios Cyberzoic Stegosaurus. And I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and that's it for the video, guys. And if you do happen to like what I do and my content here, then please consider subscribing to my channel, hitting that notification button so that you'll be aware of all the videos that I have and what's coming in or what's coming on Extinct Bricks. And yeah, do also look me up on other social media platforms such as Instagram, Facebook, and so on. Alright, so yeah, so that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next.
And please support also our other channel, Ibito Universe, The Adventures of Warrior and Asher. And of course, Tito Mike's Kitchen. Until next time, see you next week. Bye!